Here's a really fun technique, a classical application of draping, and it'll fall into the cake in a swag formation going around the cake. Another application you can use it for is just general draping. Sometimes you'll see that on a kind of classic type wedding cake where you see the draping swag from one tier down to the next, down to the next. And the way we set that up, you can use it for either application. I'm going to work with a small drape today. So what I'm going to do, I want to use Gumpaste, and you can roll it nice and thin, nice and delicate, just like fabric. So you just want to pick it up one extra time before you roll it onto your pattern. Make sure it's not going to stick to your surface. I've cut out a little cardboard rectangle here, and you can make your own pattern out of like a shirt box, something like that, and just apply it to the situation that you're using it for. So I'm just going to take a circular blade here and cut around this little rectangle. 3, 4, and take out the excess. So now I've got a nice little rectangle here, and all my swags are going to be equal distance apart. Now, before I show you how to do the actual draping, you'll notice that I have good equal distance between my drapes. And what I did was I marked where I'm going to go with that with this little draping marker. And that's really handy also if you're piping garlands as well. Now let me show you how to do the drapes. So what I'm going to do, I have just standard dowel rods here. They're 1/4 inch thickness and 12 inches long. It's what you typically use for your structure of your cake. So I'm just going to line 4 of them up kind of side by side with a little bit of space in between. Now, making sure that my gum paste is nice and dry, not tacky, I'm going to lay it down on there. And I'm going to, just with my fingers nice and gently, kind of accentuate these little ditches that are made here from the dowel rods. Okay? And that gives a little bed to lie in for next 3 dowel rods on the top. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to give those a little push down into that ditch. Don't force it so hard that you cut through the gum paste, but just give it a nice press there and kind of squeeze them together. You're creating a nice tight pattern, kind of like the top of a carport sort of thing. So take those 3 off, and you should be able to pop these out just like this. If not, then you know that your gum paste is a little bit too tacky. And in that case, you can use a little bit of confectioner sugar. So you see I have my rippling here, so I'm going to accentuate that a little bit more by pinching just where it is, where the drapes naturally fell, and pinch that together. And then I'm going to do the same thing on my other end. See where those dowel rods created those little indentions? So I'm going to pinch this together nicely. And here is the situation where you can swipe it from one end to the one tier to the next, like that. But in this situation, I want to drape it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of create like a little smile sort of situation. Okay? And what I'm going to do is take a little bit of clear piping gel to make it stick. And just go right there where your drape's going to hit the side as well as towards the top, because you want it nice and secure when it goes on there. Okay. And you just want to apply it there. Now I'm going from behind so that you can see. I can't see as well. But where these ends go over, I'm going to pinch and kind of push that down in, because I'm going to put a little applique there. You can do a little medallion or a little rose. Here I'm going to do some tassels. But from the front, you should be able to check on your side that the draping goes below where these markings were made. I can't see from this side, but we'll assume that's there. So what I like to do from this point is create something like maybe a little pearl to finish that off. Here I can use like my little pearl mold, take these out, and then just get a strand that's the right distance, and again apply that with piping gel. Really makes a big difference if you want to brush it with super pearl to make that shine. And then you can also add tassels as well. Take these right out of the mold. Again, just applying these with piping gel right here at the joint. That looks nice. And then if you want to, you can go back and paint those with gold like I did here to kind of make those pop out. But the super pearl just makes the white look really nice. But that's general drapes. Have fun with it.